Alright everybody, thank you for clicking on this video. I know it's been a pretty long time since I uploaded, but I got the milk and I'm chilling. So today reacting to the boy Brandon Tatum, confirmed Tyre Nichols targeted over baby mama drama. Make sure you like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's go.
7 additional Memphis police officers are expected to be disciplined in connection with the death of Sacramento native Tyre Nichols. That's according to the Memphis city attorney. The 29-year-old Nichols died days after he was beaten by Memphis police during a traffic stop last month. 5 of the officers are already charged with second-degree murder, among other charges, and according to an internal affairs document, one of those officers admitted he took 2 cell phone photos of a battered Nichols and sent them to several people. Demetrius Haley, one of 5 officers fired and charged with murder in Nichols' death, admitted that he texted a photo to 2 other Memphis officers and a female.
This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get all the cool.
Yes, sir.
Let's start this video. Let's get into this fool. Actually, took a picture of Tyre Nichols and sent it to a few people. There was a rumor that there was a police officer involved potentially in a personal matter with Tyre Nichols. Guess Tyre Nichols was dating his baby mama.
Oh my God.
So I guess he mad, and he decided after beating him up, and I don't know which dude it was because one guy seemed to be beating him up worse than everybody else. But I guess the guy was beating him up, took a picture of his face and sent it to 6 other people. That was a rumor initially, and now it seems to be more of a fact based on information that had come out in the investigation. So there is this concept, this investigatory concept called garrity, and I want people to understand what garrity is.
Let's do it.
So when a police officer gets in an incident, they have to give an initial statement. They don't get to say, I need to talk to my lawyer. When a police officer gets into an incident, they have to answer initial questions no matter what. They don't have the right to remain silent. They have to, under garrity, they have to answer questions immediately, and then because the investigators have to figure out what's going on, and then they can go and lawyer up at some point. But the questions were asked of this particular Memphis police officer under the garrity clause, and I call it a clause, that it verified that he actually took pictures on his phone of Tyre Nichols and shared it with a number of people. The police officer that I'm referring to is Demetrius, I think it's Haley. Demetrius Haley. And let me just read this quote to you. And this is from the, I'm trying to figure out what the quote is from, but it has it quoted in here in this article. And it says, on your personal cell phone, you took 2 photographs while standing in front of the obviously injured subject after he was handcuffed. In your garrity statement, you admitted you shared the photo and the text message with 5 people, 1 civilian employee, 2 MPD officers, and 1 female acquaintance. And I guess I don't know if he admitted to this or not, but it says the documents also state that Haley transmitted the photo to a 6th person in violation of police policy. It says they confirmed of a possible personal aspect of the beating led some to question the official narrative. Tyre Nichols was just another unarmed black man murdered by poor training, brutality, racial police bias, which is definitely not true because that's not, that's to me, that's a false narrative. However, it is questionable, and it's even more questionable to me as to which guy was this, Demetrius, and was he in fact, let me just say this. We see that they said that the guy was pulled over because of reckless driving. I don't know if that's captured on body-worn camera. I haven't seen the body-worn camera. But you do see the initial interaction with him, right? If he's driving as reckless as they claim he was, the way police responded initially was not a problem whatsoever. you know, a person is a danger to others on the roadway. When you finally get him to stop after he could have killed a lot of people the way he was driving, you pull him out, get him on the ground. That makes sense. However, let's just play the devil's advocate with me. What if it had nothing to do with road rage? What if it had everything to do with homeboy in the spider unit driving through and end up seeing the homeboy car? The dude, what I say, spider unit, the scorpion unit. Sorry, the scorpion unit, and he ended up seeing homeboy car. The dude that's dating his baby mama, and he decide.
I mean, we don't.
He gonna mess with homeboy. So he jump out all crazy, pull him out of the car, believing he can use whatever excuse he wants to, and end up beating the dude up, tasing him, beating him up, being aggressive. Took pictures of him and sent them to his baby mama. Say, look what I did to your boy. Now, the jail and arrests and all that, this is beyond that. This is beyond vigilante justice, if this in fact is true. They're saying that it is true that he sent pictures to certain people. But if this man...
Yeah, my question is, who are these people he's sending pictures to?
Initiated the traffic stop or had anything to do with the excessive force used against Tyre Nichols because he mad at that Tyre Nichols is dating his baby mama at FedEx, then we have a big problem. And I would argue that when I see police officers do things that are unbecoming of a police officer, I want them to get harsher penalties, right? If you're a police officer and you intentionally kill somebody because you lost your temper or whatever, you should be put to death, in my opinion. You should get the harshest penalty that there is because you are leveraging the badge to do harm to private citizens.
That's true.
You are worse than a regular thug criminal on the street. You are authorized. You are acting on behalf of the state to commit murder. That should be an aggravated charge if you are found to be doing it intentionally and purposefully. If you accidentally do it while in the colors of the law, meaning you were acting in good faith, you made a mistake, or you were, under the impression that this was this and it ended up not being that way, then that's a different story. Yeah. But if you are actively selling drugs as a police officer in uniform, you should get the maximum time in prison plus an aggravated charge for doing it as a police officer working on behalf of the state. That's my philosophy when it comes to law enforcement officers. And the reason why I'm very strict on this is because I wore the badge. You have to be an evil, complete dirtbag for you to take advantage of the badge. It ain't no accident. It ain't no I didn't mean to. I had a bad day. For you to take advantage of the badge, selling drugs, buying drugs, picking up prostitutes, illegally arresting people, chasing people for no reason, beating people, hiding,
hunter violence,
tasers, turning off body-worn cameras because you were doing something malicious. You have to be the worst of society. You have to be. There is no way in the world that you're a sane individual that should be treated as a sane individual and be treated like a normal individual when you went through the academy. You went through the brainwashing session. That's what I call the academy. You went through all of that to become a police officer. The background investigation, the polygraph test, the physical fitness test, the psychological evaluation. You went through all of that to make it to the academy, to go through the academy, which is more psychological challenging. Taking the test, getting pepper sprayed, learning defensive tactics, how to shoot, how to drive, learning about all laws, case law, Constitution, all of those things. And then you go on to post-basic academy to learn your department policies. And then you go on to field training officer. As a field training officer, you do 22 weeks of training or 17 weeks of training, whichever one that people do on their department. You make it past field training officer and you make it past being a probation officer, and you go out and commit a crime? You intentionally commit a crime? I hope they throw the book at you as hard as they can. That's my philosophy. I'm all for supporting police officers. I'm all for, I will go to my grave supporting good men and women who wear the uniform, because it is an honor to wear that badge. It is an honor to protect and serve. It is a God-given honor to be in a position to protect other people.
That's true.
And God has blessed you to protect other people with your life. It is an honor. You should take it seriously. You should be proud of what you do. And these suckers out here that are just abusing the badge and the profession, shame on you. There should be stricter punishment for officers that maliciously commit crimes. Derek Chauvin was a complete idiot. I don't care how much fentanyl George Fentanyl Floyd took.
Damn, this guy.
Chauvin had no business whatsoever on that man's neck for that long. Hold the phone, I'll be back after the break.
Alrighty guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching this. I know I wasn't reacting too much, but I'm just getting back to things. So if you want to support me, you know, help a brother out, make sure you like and subscribe. And yeah, thanks for everything, guys. I'm just trying to start uploading daily, so you can catch me every single day. Make sure you watch, subscribe, like, share, and I'll catch y'all later.